All right, Green Lantern, the ultimate mafia dom. When he says, kiss my ring, you better kiss that ring. He's going to grab you with that ring and make you kiss it.
I don't know if you'd want to put your lips on that ring.
Yeah.
You don't know where that ring has been.
Yeah, think about how many aliens have handled that ring.
Yeah, was this ring gold at one point?
He wasn't the first Lantern to put something like long and tube-like through that ring. And not all aliens have fingers.
I was about to say, not all aliens have hands, so, you know.
So you never really know.
If an alien's all ass, you know, then he's a Lantern.
That was an anal piercing for some Green Lantern.
Are we actually sure it's even a finger ring and not a cock ring?
Not a cock ring, yeah.
Not sure.
If you are one big alien penis, you know, there's only one way to put that ring on.
That's one of the many things that I'm hoping that this movie will explore as far as like the origins of the ring and what its purpose was, as far as like if aliens use it as a cock ring.
Yeah, sure.
They just
they gave it to Ryan
They
Reynolds.
just gave it to Ryan Reynolds to put on his finger just for a
I'd
laugh.
say it's a cock ring.
Well, especially when you got Purple Sinestro there. Really, Jordan? Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Yeah, imagine one of us found that spaceship that crashed and there's a big penis in there. Take the ring. No, that's all right. Take it. No, that's all right. I don't need it.
I actually think they
Take
have
this ring, boy.
Yeah. I actually think they have a penis alien with the ring, and as far as the group is concerned, I think there's a couple of those running around. Yeah.
Well, I'm with you, man, cause I'd like to see that explored. Somehow, I don't think they're gonna do it in this movie.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably
We'll
not
have to
this
wait
one.
for the cartoon or something.
We just have to wait for the sequel.
Yeah. Wait for the porn version.
You know, I'm the odd man in this group because I admittedly do not know that much about Green Lantern. I've known Green Lantern all my life because I always had a friend. You know, everybody got that one friend who, when you want to play superheroes, he was the one guy that always had the ring of like, you know, lifted up in the air. You know, he ended up being gay later on in life.
If you were, it depends, man, because they're like, what? Don't they all have flight rings, pretty much?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, they all got rings, man. Like, in the Super Friends, yeah.
Okay,
there's
so they're
rings
all right.
everywhere.
Okay,
and those people are like just, they got purses, they got all kinds of shit now.
Yeah. You know, either that guy was going to grow up to be gay who had a Green Lantern ring, or he's going to grow up to be the best pimp in the world. You know, he had the bright green ring.
For all we know, he's out there protecting our sector of the galaxy.
Yeah, man, don't be talking shit. 'Cause,
You were
like,
right.
He might be my Green Lantern.
He just may be running some kind of movie website somewhere around here.
You're right. Never know. Never know. So I'm looking at this trailer and I don't know what to make out of it. I'm not hating on the movie at all. I'm not overjoyed 'cause I just don't know that much about the movie. You know,
I'm so excited.
I
I'm
can
really
tell.
excited.
Oh, I can tell.
Green
But you know what,
Lantern is a film for me, even though it looks like it's half CG.
Can I just throw you in space right now?
Yeah, as long as I have
Towards
a
the
ring.
sun.
Yeah, don't you wish you had a ring that could just slap the shit out of him with a big green hand?
I know all the things you could do. You can cut him in half with a laser, but you just take a hand and slap him.
Yeah. Backhand is that.
Don't you construct me, motherfucker.
I want to construct one of those saw devices right now.
You know,
watch Cyrus suffer.
I look at this trailer and what I get from it is that big head purple alien gave Hal Jordan, played by Ryan Reynolds, a big space bong.
Hey, what?
And said,
It does. It looks exactly like a bong.
Yeah, it looks
I have
like-
a bong.
Is Hal Jordan gay in this movie?
I don't know yet. We haven't seen the movie, you know. But he's got a big old space bong. Instead of smoking it, he's like takes an oath
okay.
to it, and he ends up going out in space to hang out with a chicken man and a big gorilla. And
See, this is the beauty of this movie is like none of this actually happens. He just smokes so much that this is like the big fantasy that he has.
it's like shit.
Like they laced his weed with LSD and
It all-
PCP as he just dreamed he was protected.
It all takes place in the mind of a dog somewhere.
You can't smoke LSD, Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, but you can put PCP in somebody's pot.
Ryan,
you can do that.
In this movie, Ryan Reynolds is actually the dog at the stoner party with it that they got high. He's like, shit.
This movie is just based around one of those lame reaction
Yes.
shots from one of those talking dog movies.
We just gave away the ending.
That dog is
We
like,
just gave away the ending that what could have been the greatest trilogy of all time.
oh, I know. At the end of the trilogy, the dog wakes up and thought he was a pilot. You know, thought he was a human.
It's
And
funny
like,
because
hey.
at one point they were serious about having Jack Black play.
Oh yeah,
the Green
they
Lantern.
were. And so,
I think it really
oh,
would
wait,
have been
are
a
you-
stoner movie.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Are
they
you
were
sure-
going to do it as like a total spoof comedy thing.
Oh,
If you read it, I mean, it
Jesus.
was like, it looked like the same intelligence as the script for Gulliver's Travels. It was like lots of fart and poop jokes and stuff, and it was just,
Oh yeah!
Wow.
My dog is telling his done the pack. Man, I had some good shit. I was a human pilot. I got a green ring. I want to hang out with a chicken and gorilla and save the world from space turds attacking the city. It was awesome. Give me more of that shit, man. But you know, And so I look at this and I'm like you. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of CG in this movie. A lot of CG that I'm a little more comfortable with. But I see that's me not knowing Green Lantern. I mean, I know that all the lanterns are so many different species and races from outer
Hundreds
space.
of alien
I mean,
races.
my thing is people will often complain and say, why do aliens always have to look so humanoid? You know, they got CG, they can make them look more alien. I'm like, all right, but they're using CG to make them still look humanoid. I mean, they look
Right.
humanoid. Like what bothers me the most is seeing Sinestro. Because, you know, you got Mark Strong playing Sinestro. And I was like, right on, this guy's a good actor. But then they CG'd him so much that he doesn't look at all like Mark Strong. He looks like a CG
I
character.
feel like the CG guys just own the studios now because
I know.
they're just like, you know, we don't need to do it this way in CG, but
Well, we're
just went
going
a little
to.
crazy
Yeah, there's
last
no
night
reason to
and-
make Sinestro.
Oh, they
The
even
best is always when they take masks and practical makeup and then touch it up with CG. to make it
Exactly.
sell.
Yeah.
But here they totally went the all CG route with pretty much everything.
They went
and in terms
crazy.
of like his costume and mask that people are bitching about, that doesn't bother me because those are the imagination that coming out of his ring. That's pure energy. There's no cloth. There's nothing like that. That's a projection of energy. So I was like, you know what? Any visualization of that is fine. That doesn't bother me.
It only makes me it only makes me worried as far as like because I'm assuming they're going to want to make this into a franchise, obviously.
yeah, well,
and into a trilogy. That is the plan. But I'm like, okay, what's going to happen if this movie like doesn't do that great? I mean, are we going to notice the cutbacks in the next film where they actually use a practical suit, something more along the line of a Tron, which I thought maybe they should have done that. But you know, regardless of all that, though. I'm on that other side of the coin where I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
Sure.
And I'm steeped in the mythology of Green Lantern to the point where it's retarded. Where I'm ashamed and embarrassed of myself sometimes knowing this.
Is your nickname Mogo?
Yeah. But the thing is that I'm one of those people where I'm fucking terrified to death that it's like if they really fuck this up on the screen, which it seems like all the elements are there. What I really enjoy about Green Lantern, which separates him in that whole universe, aside from the rest of the superhero shit that's coming out. It's really scary to me of like, wow, you have this one opportunity to tell this really cool story. The one reason why I'm into Green Lantern is because it's so fucking awesome, and I hope they translate that to the screen and to the people out there to where I'm hoping people will see it as cool as I see it. But then again, looking at the trailer, though, I'm like, wow, this could be like 2 hours of so much bullshit that they try to cram in that it's just going to turn people off. They're just not going to get it.
It's all like it looks like the
it's going to be
opposite
embarrassing.
of the X-Men film, which really made a point of humanizing all the characters
Right.
and getting to know them and lots of dialogue that people sometimes bitch about. But that's how you make an interesting story. Here, you're like, I'm sorry, when are they going to get a chance to do that? Every shot in the trailer is like huge CG effects and explosions and crazy space monsters. And like maybe like years and years and years ago, we would have gone cool.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now I just worry it's just going to be a bunch of nonsense.
Man, you know, I'm like, see, what got me worried is like they even went as far as say, hey, we got this green mask, you know, that we're gonna give Ryan Reynolds, and they're like, nah, I look too much like Green Hornet. CG them, spend $7 million more to give him a CG mask. You know,
Well,
it's like,
I
damn.
understand the concept though because it's not supposed to look like cloth. It's,
Yeah.
it's made of energy, so why not?
Well, you
Everything
know-
else is CG in space apparently.
I suppose. I mean, it just, yeah. What you know what's really scary is that we're here. We're at 0 hour. We're going to
Yeah.
be seeing this in a week,
Yeah.
and we're still looking at the trailer, not feeling comfortable with it.
Even though I did see a TV advertisement, and I was honestly like, I didn't know if they adjusted the color or what, but it looked a lot darker.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, wow, they must have like fixed this because it looked great on TV, but when I see it like on trailers
In
on the
high
internet
def.
and high def, it looks bad. But when I saw it on TV,
Yeah.
it actually looked great. Like the mask looked a little darker, the costumes looked a bit darker.
Well, they had some very last minute special effects money
Yeah.
that was thrown. What was it, $9 million more dollars?
Yeah.
I think that they the last minute were fixing stuff.
Well, I was
so-
relieved when I saw that. When I
Yeah.
saw that TV trailer, I felt relieved, and I'm like, okay, that looks fine. I can get over that as long as you fucking tell me a story,
Yeah.
which makes all these characters, this whole situation involving the Green Lantern, make it fucking badass and make it cool. Like I'm honestly hoping. Like I always thought, if you're gonna make a Green Lantern movie, don't make it about just Green Lantern. Don't make it about Hal Jordan and how he has this amazing ring that can do all these amazing things. Who gives a shit? You know, at this point,
I
the
thought
first
you
trailer they
did.
put out. Well, the first trailer they put out, it looked like Iron Man to me, which got me
Well,
scared.
yeah, exactly.
It looked just like Iron Man. And I'm just like, well, I've already seen Iron Man. I've already seen this kind of like guy who's just kind of like he's like a goofball. He could be anybody.
Yeah.
But
It's,
I want
it's Van
them,
Wilder in space.
Yeah, but the thing is, I want them to bring in the whole space element because I always thought if you did a Green Lantern movie, like treat it like a Star Wars. I mean,
Yeah,
make
well,
it
is
into
space opera.
a space opera. Yeah, which that's the element that they really need to go with to distinguish it from the rest of the fucking teams out there.
Certainly, where the comic book has been for the last 6 years or
Oh,
so
yeah.
since Jeff
It's put it on the
Johns
map.
Took it from made
Yeah.
it from a character that was almost laughable,
Yeah.
like the movie they would make with Jack Black, to one of their flagship characters.
Easily.
And it's because he turned it, or at least embraced it, 100% as a giant, hundreds of character wide space opera. Because it's not just about Green Lantern anymore.
No.
They should have just called this Green Lanterns because
Well, no.
that's clearly the story type they're going with.
When I saw the comic books that there was a cat Green Lantern, I was like, oh, everything goes now.
Oh, he's a red lantern.
Oh, yeah.
he's a
Is he a bad lantern? Okay.
There's a whole planet that's a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Of cats?
No, the planet
The
itself.
planet
just the
itself.
planet
Like
itself of
one
lanterns.
living planet, and it's a Green
Okay.
Lantern.
Yeah.
No, man,
There's
look.
a microorganism, a virus that's a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Really? No. Hey, look. I'm fair about these things. We're not like judging the film based on this trailer. We're just saying, what's good about it that could, like, you want you to see, and what is it that kind of like makes you kind of have doubts about it. I mean, definitely the overuse of CG that we see in the trailer that has us a little nervous. I think a lot of people going into it, like you were saying, Jack Black
Yeah.
was considered at one time for
Oh,
this
yeah.
because they want to make it a comedy. And some people are still looking at this kind of like, is this The Mask? A lot of people are saying, man, that's like The Mask. So a lot of people are like not even knowing what to make of Green Lantern if they don't know about it. Now, on the good side of things, I love that they have Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan. I think he'll be great. They also brought in for the director, what is it, Martin Campbell?
Right.
Who made
Who did-
James
did
Bond
a
cool
lot
again?
Of a lot of the better James Bond movies.
James Bond cool again twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
wow.
so now, granted, James Bond is not a guy going around in a great bright green suit with a piece of camping equipment.
Wait till the next movie.
But wait till you never know. Yeah, the next Bond movie isn't out yet. He might be a Lantern himself. But I like they brought Martin Campbell in. I thought he made a really good Zorro film. So
Yeah.
I thought, and plus all the CG. There's a lot of it, but I ain't gonna lie. I love all these aliens that I see here. I was like, man, this could be this. This is the kind of movie that could bring out the kid in me.
It's so
Exactly.
sad that I know the names of all those aliens. I see the trailer. Look, there's Tomar Red.
I
There's
know.
Abin Sur.
Yeah.
Oh, I know him too, man.
Which when I'm like, hey, yeah, there's Frodo, there's Jackass.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at
There's
Pookie, there's Ashley Larry.
That's a different ring co-host.
yeah, no, I'm like you, man. I'm telling you, I named them. There's Chicken Man and there's Gorilla Man.
There's
Sammy Davis
Larry,
Jr.,
Mo, Curly.
the original Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, there go purple head, peanut head guy right there. Yeah.
Oh my God, that guy really is using it as a cock ring. Okay, move on.
Peter Sarsgaard always he's
Yeah,
the villain.
no, he's coming in to be the Elephant Man that Green Lantern has to fight.
yeah,
I'd like to see David Lynch's Green Lantern. That would have been interesting.
yeah, his name is Hector Hammond in the comics, right? He's a bad guy.
he's
Yeah,
like,
boy, that's
Green Lantern, I am not an animal.
Comfortably large cranium man.
I've never felt better.
So what are you doing, baby? Are you looking at my brain? No,
not at all.
I'm not at all.
I like
down here.
No, I like the part in the trailer where he's like, I've never felt better in my life. Somebody picks up a mirror. Well, I don't know if you've seen yourself. Okay. It's not so good. But
That's all right. He'll just mind fuck you.
I headbutt you. Mark Strong is one of my favorite actors out there. So,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of good casting in the movie, and I like that it looks like it's going to be a big, because I don't know if it's going to be as serious as they're trying to put across in the trailer, too. I think fans complained, and they made a more serious trailer. I think there's going to be a little goofy, and I don't mind that for this kind of movie, as long as they don't make it just too cartoonish.
Well,
But
why get Ryan Reynolds if you're not going to inject comedy into it?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's good at. And even though that's
Did you
not
see Wolverine?
really- yeah, well,
he was up against a lot in that movie. Now, come on.
There's a lot of stuff.
No, I'm
working
not.
against him.
I'm not disparaging Ryan Reynolds at all. I think he's the $1 million man.
that was the
I'm
whole-
just saying, you had him, a guy who's great at comedy, playing a character who's known for his comedy, and then you seal his mouth to where he can't talk.
Yeah,
It's like,
that
Yeah.
was insane.
Which made it pretty obvious that whoever was
Oh.
working on the movie had no fucking clue about what they were doing.
Yeah.
What they're doing at all. Yeah,
And
total incompetence.
Blake Lively's in here as Carol Ferris, and ever since I saw those new pictures of her,
fake.
no.
No.
they're saying.
Okay, get this. They are not fake at all. The thing is the guy who
Greatest
stole
controversy of
those
2011.
pictures, the publicist went out and said, no, all those pictures are fake. This is all bullshit. The guy who stole those pictures decided to release the rest of the 15 other pictures. and he even wrote a note going, "Oh yeah, these are fake, all right."
Yeah.
Like, he basically said, "Go fuck yourself, Blake
Fuck with
Lively,
me, will you?
man. Blake Lively publicist. And by the way, thanks for all the faps."
I don't know. I
And it's
saw
all-
that,
no,
but I've also
no.
seen like
Oh, no,
Photoshop sites claiming no, there you can see.
No,
where
that's
they're-
bullshit.
You know what? They
That's
might as well
bullshit.
be real because maybe
They are real.
It made me want to see this movie a little bit more.
I know, that's all.
And she ain't even
Yeah.
naked in the movie,
Yeah.
but I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, which it even made me think though, because a friend of mine was like, "Okay, that is Blake Lively." Because look at that, look at the iPhones and because they have pictures of her out in public with her iPhone, and inside those pictures they have her taking the pictures with the iPhone, and it's a specific case design that only she has.
It's easy to tell if it's
And-
her because
yeah.
she's one of the few women whose legs go all the way up to her neck.
No, and that's the thing. It has same old. I mean, it is her. But the thing is that I'm also wondering, like, is this some kind of publicity shit going on now these days? Which, I mean, because
Oh,
if you think
sure.
about
Yes.
it,
Yeah.
before Sucker Punch opened up, Vanessa Hudgens had a bunch of nudes come out the week before. And I'm like, wow, it's like, this is a little too
she?
convenient now.
I thought that was way before
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I remember her having some years ago. I didn't know.
No,
had,
she
like,
was.
a new crop.
It was like a month like before the movie
man,
came out.
everybody does that shit.
Yeah, where
Oh,
it's
and
like all of a sudden now it's like, oops,
Man,
oops,
before the
oops, yeah.
before the Hangover 2 came out, that monkey had a new photo out. You know, what I mean, everybody
I
does
wish
this.
that monkey did.
Yeah, man,
It
I
makes
do.
you think, but you know what? If this is the new way of publicizing, getting your
Hey,
name out
I'm
there,
all
I'm all for it.
I'm completely
I'm all for
100% for it. Keep doing it, girls. I
tell
love you.
no, whether that's Blake Lively or not in those nude photos, I'd like to test pilot that.
Yeah. Now, if you Dane Judi Dench, that might not be the best idea. Don't try it there. But, you know,
Well,
Blake Lively, you know,
Yeah,
yeah, you'd be all over it.
I would. I'm saying I would,
It's
but
not like I wouldn't look.
I know, right?
They're like, no, this really is. It's like her sucking a dick. I'm like, all right, fine. Let's.
yeah. What are you
Maybe if
gonna
I
do?
had the shield of Perseus, that
Yeah, right.
that was like a mirror. And I could look through that.
You must, start studying those pictures all day long. It's like, I think they're fake, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, but you know what? I am looking forward to the film, and I hope that it's going to be good. And you know, all the stuff that we see that makes us nervous, I hope that it's not going to have any bearing on what we see in the long form of the film. So,
Hey, you know what? As far as superhero films go, you know, we've been on a good roll so far this summer.
Fuck yeah, we have.
However,
I mean, wow.
statistically speaking,
I know.
they got to be getting nervous.
I know. Yeah, it's usually like summer starts out with the best ones, and they just
Yeah.
kind of go down.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, after seeing Thor, and especially after seeing X-Men, all I kept on thinking to myself was, God damn it, you better not fuck up Green Lantern. You better not fuck up at all.
You know what? I went and saw both of them back to back again yesterday, and it does put a lot of pressure on Green Lantern and Captain America to come through.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
honestly, Captain America, I don't give a shit about, but Green Lantern, I mean,
Well, see,
Green Lantern.
for me, Captain America is for me like Green Lantern is for you.
I'm the same
okay.
with both Green Lantern and Captain America. I'm super excited about both of them, whereas I wasn't about X-Men and Thor. It's like, I don't care if they do well or not. And they're both great. And now I'm like nervous myself. I'm like, one of these has to beat Fall.
Yeah.
One of these things can't be like all the others.
Yeah,
right.
There's no way in fucking hell. It's like winning the lottery. There's no way in hell both of these films are going to be
Yeah.
good. There's
No.
no way.
Yeah, no, you know what? And maybe I just don't buy Green Lantern because they say when you wear the ring, it manifests whatever comes to mind. And I knew I would make the worst Green Lantern. I get out there try to fight
course
an
you
alien.
would.
I'd be like waffles, titties, beer.
I figured you'd have a space orgy, and that would just become all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, floating sperm hitting your face.
If it was up to you, the Martian Armada would come in and just wipe out the Earth or make us all slaves.
Yeah,
It'd be like, Corey, it was your job to stop this.
I was making waffles.
Well, I had green boobies in my face.
Corey playing around with his green eggs and ham. Exactly what. Yeah.
But I love
Show me that movie.
So, this new danger will destroy the planet Earth. Yeah, but with this ring, I can fly to another planet, right?
That sounds like a lot less work, quite frankly. And I didn't sign shit.
Plus, I'm just sensitive. I mean, the way what's that big old monkey looking thing?
Kilowog?
Kilowog?
Killer, yeah, the way he like tries to pick up Ryan Reynolds, you know, he trusts, Ryan Reynolds trusts him. He puts out his hand, and he knocks the shit out of him. I'm like, man, what an assaole, you
Yeah,
know?
that's a dick move for sure.
Exactly, it's a dick move. The
Hey,
moment
you don't
he,
fuck around when you're in the Green Lantern Corps, all right? You just don't do that. That is the Navy SEALs.
Well, yeah, Arlie
fucking-
Ermey used to be a Green Lantern, but they kicked him out.
I mean, that,
What is your major malfunction?
That would have been, that would've
piece
been
of
awesome.
shit.
Yeah.
what you say, Arlie Emmy from Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
No, he was too big
If
of a
it's just like,
for the Green Lanterns.
wow. Now I want to see that movie. I want to see a Full Metal Jacket rendition with the Green Lantern.
I will take you and still fuck you with this ring. You just standing there getting fucked by green light. Like, what the hell you doing,
Thinking
man?
about it, you might like the last Green Lantern animated movie because it was kind of like Training Day, except with Sinestro and as Denzel Washington and Green Lantern. Ethan Hawke.
It's right up your
I mean,
alley.
that was the model for it.
Oh, well, shit, I'm all there. Denzel Washington is a big purple head man.
Yeah,
I'm,
pretty much.
No, I'm all
Green
for it.
King Kong.
I like you, Hal Jordan. I'll let you come home and fuck my sister. I just got that dialogue in my head right now. Sorry.